Come on, man. You see it?
You spent a lot of time thinking about this, didn't you?
Only don't want to leave Coach waiting.
He must love you.
That's not the impression I get.
Look, you'll be fine. All right, if he gives you any problems, you let me know right now.
Coach Tucker showed me some photos of the gym you and your manager set up.
Yeah, I wanted to work on my game 24/7.
Something wrong with our training facility?
It doesn't have any candy in the vending machines. No, I just wanted to make sure I didn't have any excuses. You know how it is.
I do. And that work ethic of yours is something we all love about you.
Thank you.
You're going to fit our culture like a glove.
Well, I'm excited to be here. I feel like this is a perfect place to start my career.
Fantastic. Well, then why don't we talk about our goals for the season then? As a former player, I understand how important it is for an organization to clearly communicate its expectations, and I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page to start the season.
Let's do it.
I'll be frank with you, MP. We have a tremendous amount of work to do to get to where we need to go.
And what does that mean exactly?
Our goal is to win more games than we did last year. Build a culture, learn winning habits. Then, if it all works out, next year we can compete for a playoff spot.
Next year?
Okay, I know.
Next year?
I know.
Playoff spot?
I know it's a tough pill to swallow. All right, but you saw how we finished last year, and our roster doesn't have what it takes to aim any higher. If we set unrealistic goals, we are destined to fail.
I don't understand this at all, Cliff.
Okay. My job as the GM is to accurately evaluate the roster and make the moves I need to make to put us back in contention. I can't sit here and tell you that as our roster is constructed right now, we have what it takes to win a championship. I would be doing us a huge disservice.
And my goal is to make sure that you eat those words, Cliff. I know what happened last year, but I'm further along than what you realize. I'm a difference maker.
Nothing would make me happier than to be proven wrong, and we are going to give you every tool to do that. Which brings us to the next part of our meeting. Coach Tucker is going to help you set your personal goals for the first half of the season.
We've got some strong opinions on what you should focus on, but we'd like to get your input too.
Okay.
This is a collaboration.
That's great because I have been visualizing exactly how I want my career to be.
Visualizing.
Yeah.
Huh.
You know, like meditation and manifestation, that sort of thing.
Well, why don't you manifest some opinions on this list of potential goals for the first half of the season? Let me know if anything speaks to you.
You want me to just pick one?
There's a lot to work on at this level, always. And you'll do a little bit of everything, but we find that giving our players a list of specific goals to work on for the first half of the season is the best way to drive development.
All right, I'm with it.
It also allows us to give you some milestones to track your progress. We'll even highlight on our schedule some key games to use as measuring sticks.
That's that communication that you were talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Pick a goal.
You know what speaks to me, Coach? I want to prove that I'm the top player in my draft class. That feels like the best combination of realistic and aggressive.
That's a tough goal. You've got some extremely gifted players in your class.
And I'm here to prove that I'm the best of them.
Well, it won't happen overnight, but that's what we'll work toward.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fantastic. Wish being a GM was always this easy. One more thing.
Yep.
We got Media Day coming up.
Oh, I love Media Day. It's always been fun for me as a fan, so this will be cool.
Our PR director, Donna Chase, she's going to walk you through everything. She's great. You're going to love her. Brian, anything you want to add?
Just keep working. Yeah, we'll talk more about your spot in the rotation as we get closer to the season opener.
All right. Appreciate your time. Look forward to building something special here.
So do we.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.
MP, I'm Donna. Nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you, Donna. My manager tells me you're one of the best PR people in pro sports.
Well, I'm not sure Mr. Wells has the requisite experience to make that call, but I'm glad he thinks highly of me. Shall we talk media day?
Yeah, let's do it.
Now, this is all pretty standard fare, and I know Mr. Wells signed you up for media training over the summer, so there shouldn't be anything you can't handle.
You can call him Patrick. We're not that formal with each other.
If that's your preference.
It is.
Wonderful. We've also secured you an interview with 2K Tip-Off magazine. If all goes well, you will be the cover athlete for their upcoming issue.
Wow, that sounds fun.
It is important to note that this interview will not be conducted by our in-house content team, which means anything you say can be published, especially if it's sensational or controversial in any way.
It's noted.
I'm gonna be upfront with you, MP. I'm a team employee, first and foremost. And it's my job to make sure this team is seen in the best light possible. You make the team look good, we'll be on great terms. You make the team look bad, and we will have a problem. But I have no reason to doubt your character. By all accounts, you're a responsible, smart, considerate young man. And it's because I respect you that I want to put my cards on the table.
Thank you.
Are we clear?
Crystal clear, Miss Chase.
Please, call me Donna. Now, whenever you're ready, you can take that elevator to the practice facility and start your interview.
Woo! I think it's time to do some laundry. That outfit smells
Time to talk rotation.
Great. I've been looking forward to this.
Every NBA player wants to start someday, and I'm sure you're no different.
I've never come off the bench a day in my life, Coach.
That's pretty much the case for every player in an NBA locker room, until they get to the league.
Right? Of course.
There's no nice way to say this, so I'm gonna put it bluntly. You've got an established player in front of you. You want his spot, you're gonna have to take it from him.
Okay. That makes sense.
This team is a meritocracy. You get the minutes you earn. Nothing's given. It doesn't matter what your draft position is or how much you're getting paid. You get it done out there on the court, we'll put you in the starting lineup.
So just so I'm clear, how do you make that decision? Like, will you let me know when I've done enough to become a starter?
Yeah, we've got some milestones we want to see you hit. You hit them, we'll put you in the starting lineup.
This is all pretty straightforward.
Like Cliff said, communication is a big part of what we do here as a ball club.
I can see that, and it's much appreciated, Coach.
Good, now get ready. It's almost game time.
All right. I'll see you later, Coach.
See you.
I'm telling you, Hunter, best movie I've seen in the past 20 years for sure. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so I have to check it out.
definitely.
Hey, can I ask you one last question?
Of course, shoot.
So you grew up in Illinois, about a couple hours outside Chicago, right?
Right.
And I know you're too young to have watched Jordan's Bulls in the moment, but I was wondering, how has his legacy affected you as you developed into the player you are today?
MJ's legacy. Man, if you're a hooper from Illinois, that shadow that he casts, it follows you everywhere.
I felt bad, yeah.
Yeah, people, they still talking about looking for the next MJ, like LeBron never happened.
Still, being from Chicago, that's a pretty heavy burden trying to live up to that.
It is, and it isn't, I don't put pressure on myself for results. I put pressure on myself to work. If I put in as much work as possible, I'll live with whatever happens.
So you're not trying to one-up the GOAT?
Oh, nah, man. I'm trying to learn from him. How he continued to evolve as a player, how he balanced taking over a game and still keeping his teammates involved. You know, do I think that I have greatness? Of course. You know, but it's not about comparing myself to MJ. It's about maximizing my gifts and my talents and using them in a way that leads to us winning more games. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about, winning games. And that's what I hope to do here.
Nicely done. I can see that media training is paying off.
I was just honest, mostly.
But you didn't give them any bulletin board material, okay? It shows maturity and restraint. Look, I get it. Tooting your own horn feels really good when you've earned it the way you have. But you know what? The real pros, they let their game do the talking.
MJ did not hold back on saying bold statements.
But you're thinking MJ once he was MJ. He didn't come into the league talking like that. And you know why? Because that sort of thing doesn't fly when your teammates don't know if you can back it up.
All right, that makes sense.
Good.
I hear you, Donna.
All right. Now they're ready to take some photographs, and it sounds like they're considering you for the cover.
Okay, that's what's up. So, you got any advice for me?
Pose in a way that reflects your public persona, okay? You know a picture's worth 1,000 words.
Okay.
All right. Why don't you head over there now? They're all set up for you.
Thank you as always.
Good luck.
Thank you.
And Pete, huge fan.
What's up, man? How you doing? You
Good.
all right?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, this is what we'll be shooting today.
All right. Stand
Yeah.
right here.
Right there. See some of your best poses.
All right, man.
Oh, that's the magic right there. Yep. Hold that. Perfect.
All right,
We got all
bet.
we need.
Cool. Hey, you know when this issue comes out, man?
I don't know the exact date, but follow us on social and it'll be up there first.
All right. I got you, man. Thanks.
All right, MP.
Yep. Yo.
So how'd it go with Coach? Any surprises? What'd he say?
Yeah, not really. If I want to be a starter, then I got to outplay the guy ahead of me. Simple as that.
Yeah. Yeah, that seemed fair.
It's sports. It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, not to bring any extra motivation or anything like that, but you know only starters get endorsement deals, right?
I already know. You know, dudes on the bench ain't getting no shoe deal.
They're not. Not right now, but that day will come.
Okay.
For right now, let's just take this in. We in the league. I mean, you ever visualize something like this?
You know what, P, man? I never really thought about what the tunnel looks like, man.
No. I'm not talking about the tunnel. I'm talking about right here. You and me, you getting ready to play in your first NBA game.
Honestly, no. You know, nothing prepares you for this, man. No matter how many high-pressure situations that you face, this is different, man.
Or what about that open run I got you an invitation to? You know, things got a little heated between you know who, yeah?
Well, yeah, that was dope, but we didn't have 20,000 people watching us, man.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a little different.
It's different.
All right, then.
It's different.
Hey,
it's
hey.
different.
Yeah.
But hey, look, though, I ain't gonna hold you up, man. I know you gotta go win that game.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, so make Plainview proud, yeah?
You already know what it is, P.
You know. Plainview.
Get the popcorn ready. It's game time.
Get ready to light it up tonight.
The fans have been waiting for it. They want to see the debut of MP. He'll get a chance to show what he can do as they make their home debut. You can feel the electricity in the building. Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA, right here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the Washington Wizards here in Capital One Arena. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony. All right, Brian, a fresh season of NBA basketball. How excited are you?
Oh, man, Kevin, on a scale of 1 to 10,
set the tone.
Well, the start of MP's NBA journey begins now. These are the first minutes for the first-round pick.
And I have high hopes for MP over the course of his career. This guy's a student of the game and was a fanatic about Jordan's Bulls when he was growing up. Just doing the job on the backboard.
On the court for the Celtics, the guard pair. It's White and Brown. Then there's Horford. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. And here is Brown. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Pulls up. Rebounded by Holmes.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
MP finds Brogdon. Down low. In the corner, Holmes with it. Kispert wide open. He fires. And again, Washington with the triple.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Celtics passing it around. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. 6 on the shot clock. Brown with the bucket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
MP with the bounce pass. Here's White. No good from outside. A big-time effort for Corey Kispert, providing a lot of energy for Washington. And it was... And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. You seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Tatum and Horford man the post positions. And it's Davison in at the point. And when you watch Kispert, you know, Brent, you can see the aggression he plays with when he's going at the rim.
Yeah, sometimes Corey will surprise you because you know he's a spot-up shooter and you know he's elite at doing that, but he will attack, go in there, and throw his body at guys to create some scoring opportunities.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Now here, the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams. The Celtics second.
And you have to be impressed if you look at the rebounding numbers from last season. They ran a number of guys to the glass, which led to plenty of second chance opportunities.
Hauser the pass to Tatum. Hits it from three-point range. Tatum's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You expect Tatum to be around that 40% mark from deep. Very reliable from 3.
And the dunk by MP.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Horford kicks to Holiday. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Holiday's got 5 points so far.
Really nice balance, good base, solid rhythm. Holiday can be effective when he's got that kind of stuff from the mid-range going.
Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
So for the Wizards, Sars checked in for Corey Kispert, and Middleton subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. Brownie's checked in for Boston. Light comes in for Porzingis. Well, it's no secret this Washington team is in a rebuilding phase. But Brent, they've collected some assets.
Yeah, they got some flexibility here, Kevin, and they made the call to start over. They took some other players that other teams didn't want, along with some draft picks, which sometimes you have to do when you're bottoming out. They have a good toolbox to rebuild, though.
Can't connect from short range.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Sarr's shot is off.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
In the second quarter, 2 minutes.
Tatum with a screen on Middleton. That doesn't go either for Brown. Wizards leading by 20. To the middle. And Sarr throws it down.
How about Sarr? Just ridiculous athleticism for a 7-footer.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Middleton against White. There's the 3. Boston again missing.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
And it's the Celtics with the ball. Outside Holiday. 1:04 left here in the second. Tatum against George. Brown wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Brown's got 7.
It's so smooth when Brown is feeling it from deep. No hesitation.
Pass to Horford, and Holiday kicks to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Pulls up on the wing. Rebound, Washington. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Smart. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Count it from 12. Tatum's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, good work from the mid-range there. Tatum likes taking that shot when he can create space.
To the inside. Here's Sarr. Back to MP. Off target with his 3. Got it up. That one's not going to go. And so it's the Washington Wizards with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so is our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around the league gotten a little too creative?
I wish you wear an alternative jersey every once in a while, Ernie.
Yeah, man. You know, your threads are getting a little bit stale. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's... Now, looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Celtics.
I hate the shots they're taking. I hate them. The team is stubborn, and you have to be willing to adjust, like us with all these new...
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back...
And with the big game... Some changes. Corey Kispert comes in for Chris Middleton. And MP subbed in for Koulibaly. And a change for the Celtics. Hauser's checked in. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And Brent, you hear some players now having their shooting motion analyzed with optical recognition. More data for the shot doctors.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis?
MP out there with Jordan Poole. Then it's Sarr. Then there's Kispert. And it's Champagny in at power forward. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Tatum passes to Hauser. And here's Brown outside. Rebounded by the Wizards. Kispert's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
MP kicks to Poole. MP sets the screen for Poole. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Celtics trail by 20. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Holiday surveying the floor. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum with the screen on Poole. Clock at 4. Over in the corner, Brown. That doesn't go either for Brown.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Now Tatum, he's got 5. Tries the spin move.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established the position there.
For Boston, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Luke Cornett comes in for Porzingis, and Al Horford subbed in for Drew Holiday. And the basket by MP.
And the benefit to MP being able to make that shot is it often leaves the defense at his mercy.
Knocks down the 3 ball. Tatum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Brown the pass to Cornett. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And you see the unselfishness right there. Brown wanting to keep his teammates involved.
And here's MP for 3. It's good from long range. MP's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Wizards. Tatum with it. This one for 3. They get it back. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Wizards lead by 16. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. They've got Horford. And it's Hauser in at the point guard. Launches the 3. It's hauled in by MP. Wizards leading by 16. Kispert, the pass to Brogdon. MP with the bounce pass. The 3. And Kispert the bucket on the assist by MP. MP's got 4 assists now tonight. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And the shot goes down.
Excellent job finishing on the inside. Tatum doesn't fear going in amongst the trees.
To the middle. George with the bucket. And the Wizards lead by 19.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Left side, Tatum. Outside, Horford. Fires for 3. Hauser misses. Wizards have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. MP left side. And the 3 off target. Celtics trail by 19. Tatum's shot is off.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And Washington going with a whole new group here.
On the court.
Three-pointer, Horford. It's hauled in by MP. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Releases. Another one falls for Washington.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And here's MP for 3. It doesn't go for him. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
He drops the first one, and that brings them to within 10. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And Brian Keefe wants to take a timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
And a surprising timeout here with the game in the bag.
Sometimes you want to have these teachable moments on the floor and not in the next day's film session, so coach electing to do that here.
And so it's the Wizards with the W. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team.
Right, MP. They can't stop you.
All right. You got your feet wet. Now the real work starts.
Whatever it takes, Coach. You know I'm game.
Look, everyone thinks what happens out there is what creates an NBA legend, but they're wrong. 90% of the work happens here, behind the scenes, at practice, in the gym, at film sessions, and in the locker room.
I agree. The games are where you prove that you've been putting in the work. No shortcuts.
Yeah, correct. Over here is the entrance to our practice facility, and over there is the gym.
Everything all in one place. That's great.
Yep. We made everything as convenient as possible, so there...
Coach, that was great. That was really helpful.
Which reminds me, we've talked a lot about maximizing your playing career, which is critical.
Solid effort tonight on both ends.
First game in the pros. I'm sure your phone is blowing up.
You know, I haven't had a chance to look at my phone yet.
Well, when you do, there'll be texts from every person you've ever met.
Makes sense.
Look, emotions run high when a game has just ended.
Win this game so we can go hit the buffet for some chicken wings.
I see a lot.
What you got going on today?
Stay focused on your workout.